Hey everyone, so this is a tutorial on how to add a calendar to your website, the advanced version. Just so you know, as I said earlier, there are two versions to your site: the virtual classroom and the public site. Depending on where your calendar is, that depends on what site you're going to be on. So right now I'm going to show you how to edit where your site appears in the navigation, so what heading it appears under. So go to Site Actions and Site Settings in the top right. And under the navigation, under look and feel, there's a navigation button. Click on that. And then you're going to want to scroll down all the way to the navigation, editing, and sorting. And this is where it gets a little tricky. If you haven't already created a heading, go to current navigation and add heading. And make a title for your, this will be like the classroom title. So I'm titling it Socials 11, and you don't need to worry about the URL or anything, and just hit OK. So now as you can see at the bottom, there is a Socials 11 folder, and now my calendar I want to place in the Socials 11 folder, so I'm just going to hit the move down button and just keep clicking that until it appears tabbed with the Socials 11. And you can hit move up also to change where it's going to be depending on what class. Just accept your settings there. Where your calendar is, so mine's under the Social 11 tab, as you remember. And when you get there, go to Settings and List Settings in the top of the field, and then scroll all the way down until you see the Columns section. Now under Columns, you can see that you have end time, location, start time, and they don't really make much sense for an assignment. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on each of these fields and change them one by one. So end time is going to change to due date, or date due, actually, and you just accept that change. Then you're going to scroll back down again to the columns, go to start time or location, and change that to class. And then once again, scroll down, go to start time, and change that to date assigned. This just makes it so when you're editing fields in your calendar that they look a little more like what an assignment should have. So as you can see, it says class, date assigned, and date due under columns now instead of what it said earlier. And now go back to the calendar, and when you reach the calendar, click on New and click on Assignment. And now when you're putting in this new assignment, you see that the fields also read title, class, title, description, class, date assigned, and date due. So you can just type in whatever. I'm typing in the math project, and I'm just going to put the class for it, which is Math 12, and then I'm going to assign a date assigned and then a date due. So tomorrow it's going to be due at 11 a.m. Now just hit OK to save your changes. And if you look now, the math project appears stretching from the 7th to the 8th, and if you click on it, you can actually see the date assigned and the date due, so your students are going to know when it's done, when it should be done. Alright, that's the tutorial. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this.